Audrey, what does Second Harvest need today?
Well, they need a lot, and today is a critical mission that we hope everyone at home will join us in. Outside of the headquarters of Second Harvest Food Bank is this entire operation set up here. I have a display that I would like to go through those critically needed items with CEO of Second Harvest Food Bank, Eric Aft. Walk me through, Eric, what will be in these emergency boxes being deployed currently. They have been really since the hurricane hit. This is going to be a long-term effort.
That's right. It's kind of a layered approach. Is right now we have to get emergency supplies to folks, things that are easy to eat, and that's really what these boxes that will be assembled with the donations that folks are bringing in will create, is making sure folks who do not have power or potable water have things to eat that they don't have to, put on the stove or, add anything to. So when we think about this box, it's focused on these ready-to-eat items. Yeah, as you grab we've got a beef stew, we've got, popped up chicken with crackers, in this case, tuna items and that type of thing. Peanut butter, the old standby, that you can eat with a spoon, or, if we can add some bread to that, then that's a great little meal to go along with some jelly and that type of thing. But also, cereals. Folks may not realize that we can provide shelf-stable milk, so that it doesn't have to be refrigerated, and that it can be a great combination, or just, of course, the milk that can be used on its own. So, trying to provide a variety, kind of still focusing on nutrition with, juices as well as fruit in their own juices, canned vegetables, again, things that can be, eaten with a spork or other, plastic utensils that are easy for families.
These are people who may have lost everything. And you saw that for yourself, Eric, on the ground with your team in Watauga and Ashe counties, but we continue to get emails in our newsroom today of, people running out of serious emergency needs and may not even being able to reach their loved ones still, day 6 now. So, Eric, your message to folks at home listening, if they're wondering how they can help out.
I think the bottom line is we all can make a difference. We're all part of this. These are our neighbors who are suffering just a terrible situation, that uncertainty that it creates when you've lost everything. When we drove by in Boone, that everybody's possessions are now on the street because they've been ruined by floodwaters, is, thinking, what is the next step? What can I do? And maybe they don't have a job to go back to right now because of the storm. The fact that we can be there to make sure that their basic needs are cared for, that they know that their community cares about them personally, because I can step up, I can do something that is going to touch a life literally today.
Wow. Thank you. That sentiment, Eric, really touches my heart, and I think everyone at home as well. This is really a dire situation that we hope our community will step up and help fill. The headquarters outside of Second Harvest Food Bank is where the WXII crew will be located all day long today, 3330 Shore Fair Drive, about half mile away from the Legacy Football Stadium for Wake Forest University. So that is the location where we need you folks at home to come on by and drop off any sort of donation. Nothing is considered too small in a situation that we are in right now for the folks facing this need in the northwest part of our state. So monetary donations always are accepted as well, and you can find that link through scanning the QR code on your screen throughout our shows as well.